Hello everyone, myself Rahul Kumar Sinha, Department of Forensic Science, Swami Vivekananda University, Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. So let's start. In this lecture, we will talk about ballistics, its various branches. We will explain forensic ballistics, firearm and its components, and we will describe firing mechanism of firearm, and at last we will talk about some basic principle which works behind the identification and individualization of firearm. So let's start. Now, ballistics. What do you understand by ballistic? It is simply the study of launching behavior, flight behavior of a projectile or its impact on the target. There are basically three types of or three branches of ballistics, that is internal ballistics, external ballistics and terminal ballistics. Internal ballistic is basically the study of physiochemical phenomena within the firearm from the moment of detonation of primer to the time the projectile leaves the barrel. Second one is external ballistics. It deals with the study of motion of a projectile after it leaves the barrel of a firearm. And last one is the terminal ballistic. It is the study of effect of projectile on the target, and when the target is living organism, then it is called as the wound ballistics. अगर हम सिंपल समझें तो इंटरनल बैलिस्टिक्स जो होता है, जब फायरआर्म में प्राइमर एक्सप्लोड होता है उस समय से लेकर के जब प्रोजेक्टाइल बैरल से बाहर निकल जाता है, उस दौरान के सभी फिनोमेना का जब हम अध्ययन करते हैं वो इंटरनल बैलिस्टिक के अंतर्गत आता है। और जब हम प्रोजेक्टाइल का एयर में उसके फिनोमेना का बिहेवियर का हम जब अध्ययन करते हैं वो एक्सटर्नल बैलिस्टिक के अंतर्गत आता है। और जब हम किसी भी प्रोजेक्टाइल का उसके इफेक्ट का अध्ययन करते हैं किसी भी टारगेट पे, तो हम उसे टर्मिनल बैलिस्टिक बोलते हैं। और जब वो टारगेट कोई ह्यूमन बीइंग और लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हो तो हम उसे वुंड बैलिस्टिक भी बोलते हैं। सो व्हाट डू अंडरस्टैंड बाय फोरेंसिक बैलिस्टिक्स? It is simply one of the branch of forensic science which deals with the examination of firearm evidence encountered at the scene of crime. It establishes the link between the evidence and the firearm. In forensic ballistics, we can identify the shooter and we can establish the link between the firearm victim and the shooter. And last but not the least, it helps in the reconstruction of shooting cases. So, what information we can obtain from the reconstruction of the shooting cases? That is types of firearm used, means किस टाइप का फायरआर्म किसी भी क्राइम को कमिट करने के लिए यूज किया गया। वो रिवॉल्वर हो सकता है, पिस्टल हो सकता है, राइफल हो सकता है, एनी टाइप ऑफ फायरआर्म। एंड देन सेकेंड इज वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई दैट पार्टिकुलर फायरआर्म कि अगर रिवॉल्वर यूज हुआ है तो कौन सा रिवॉल्वर यूज हुआ, एक स्पेसिफिक फायरआर्म का भी हम उसमें पहचान कर सकते हैं। एंड वी कैन get information about the individual characteristics of the firearm of that particular firearms. We can also determine range of firing, direction of firing, and we can identify who was the shooter of this crime. And at last, we can get information or we can determine is that crime is suicidal or homicidal or accidental. राइट? सो लेट्स मूव। फायरआर्म, ये टर्म फोरेंसिक बैलिस्टिक में फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज होता है। सो व्हाट इज फायरआर्म? फायरआर्म इज एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट विच इज डिजाइन टू डिस्चार्ज अ प्रोजेक्टाइल इनटू एयर और एनी अदर मीडियम बाय द एक्शन ऑफ एक्सप्लोसिव फोर्स or any other form of energy generated as a result of combustion of propellant charge in a closed surface। अगर हम सिंपल समझें तो फायरआर्म एक यंत्र है जिससे कि हम कोई भी प्रोजेक्टाइल को डिस्चार्ज करते हैं किसी भी मीडियम में, वो मीडियम एयर भी हो सकता है या फिर कोई भी ब्लॉक हो सकता है, बाय द हेल्प ऑफ एक्सप्लोसिव फोर्स। और वो एक्सप्लोसिव फोर्स आता कहाँ से है? बाय द कंबशन ऑफ प्रोपेलेंट चार्ज। मीन्स प्रोपेलेंट चार्ज जो कार्ट्रिज में बर्न होता है उसके कारण ये उत्पन्न होता है, राइट। सो हियर इज द वेरियस पार्ट्स ऑफ द फायरआर्म। देयर आर ब्रॉडली 3 parts of the firearm, that is butt, second one is action and third one is barrel। Butt or stock is the part of the firearm which hold other parts of the firearm on place and is even used as a support by the shooter during the firing। In case of semi-automatic and automatic gun, it is called as the magazine। Second most important part of the firearm is action mechanism। It is a block of the firearm which is responsible for mechanism of loading, unloading, ejecting and extracting of the ammunition। It means it is the one of the most important part of the firearm जिसमें कि हम कार्ट्रिज को लोड करते हैं, अनलोड करते हैं, इजेक्ट करते हैं एंड फायरिंग होने के बाद हम एक्सट्रैक्ट आउट करते हैं, राइट। एंड द थर्ड पार्ट इज बैरल। इट इज अ मेटालिक ट्यूब थ्रू विच द प्रोजेक्टाइल ट्रेवल्स अपॉन फायरिंग and it provide a space for the expansion of the gases। It may be rifled or smooth in its inner surface। So barrel, on the basis of the barrel, firearm is classified into 2 parts, that is smooth barrel and rifle barrel। In case of smooth barrel, smooth bore firearm is, the barrel of the firearm is smooth inside the barrel and the cartridge that contain shots and small pellets are used as a projectile। Example जैसे कि shotgun and many country made gun। The diameter of the barrel of smooth bore firearm is known as bore and second hand is rifle bore। This type of firearm contain rifling in their barrel। There is a spiral grooves cut inside the barrel and which provide the spinning motion to the projectile। There is the formation of land and grooves। The rise portion is called land and the canal portion is known as grooves। So what are the purpose of rifling? The main purpose of rifling is to achieve a gyroscopic movement of the projectile which make it stable and to achieve a greater power of penetration। By the rifling we can cover a longer range and we can improve the accuracy of hitting the target। So apart from the classification of firearm on the basis of bore, there are 4 other classification, that is on the basis of loading mechanism, on the basis of action mechanism, on the basis of handling mechanism and on the basis of velocity। So we will talk one by one। On the basis of loading mechanism, there are 2 type of firearm, that is muzzle loader and second one is breech loader। Muzzle loader is such type of firearm in which projectile and usually the propellant charge is loaded from the muzzle end of the gun like ancient weapon। And second one is breech loader। It is such type of firearm in which the cartridge is loaded into a chamber from the rear portion of the barrel like the modern weapon like shotgun, rifle, revolver, etc. Next is on the basis of action mechanism। On the basis of action mechanism there are 3 types of firearm, that is manual, semi-automatic and automatic। In case of manual, there is only one shot at a time। It means For every firing we have to load the cartridge, extract the cartridge, every steps we have to repeat for each and every firing, right? Example, shotgun. And second one is semi-automatic. It is the firearm which is not only fire a bullet each time when trigger is pulled, but also perform all steps necessary to discharge again for the next round. It means in semi-automatic firearm, when you pull the trigger, it's fire a bullet, okay, but it also perform all steps which are necessary for the next round, like extraction of previous cartridge and loading a new cartridge, right? Example of semi-automatic firearm is pistol, revolver, etc. And third is automatic firearm. Such type of firearm, when we press the trigger, there is continuously fire. It means we don't need to do each and every steps manually. Means one step is that is pressing the trigger. All steps will be automatic. Example, AK-47. Okay. Then next, on the basis of handling condition. On the basis of handling condition, firearm is also of three types. That is handgun, shoulder gun and mounted gun. So, handgun. These are the small firearm which are enough to be held in one hand during the firing, like pistol, revolver. And shoulder gun, it is the long barrel type firearm which are held by both hands and fire with the support of shoulder. Example, rifle, shotgun. Clear? Then next is mounted gun. These are the large type of firearm which are need to be placed at particular position before firing. It means फायर करने से पहले माउंटेड गन जो भी होते हैं, जैसे कि LMG, HMG, जैसे कि लो मशीन गन, हाई मशीन गन, उसे हम पहले एक जगह पर फिक्स करते हैं, देन वी स्टार्ट फायरिंग. ओके. देन लास्ट क्लासिफिकेशन इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वेलोसिटी. देयर आर टू टाइप, दैट इज लो वेलोसिटी वेपन एंड हाई वेलोसिटी वेपन. लो वेलोसिटी वेपन इज पिस्टल, रिवॉल्वर, and high velocity weapon is rifle and AK-47. Okay. So, we will next talk about the ammunition or a cartridge. So, simply cartridge is basically the assembly of cartridge case, projectile, propellant charge and primer. In shotgun and rifle weapon cartridge, the major composition is somewhere same, that is both contain projectile, propellant charge and primer. There are slightly difference. In case of shotgun, at the place of projectile there is a pellets, while in case of rifle gun there is a bullet. Okay. So, what is primer? As we know, it is the one of the component of the cartridge. So, what is primer? Primer is a medium which is used to ignite the powder charge. It is friction sensitive composition, being activated by the blow from the firing pin. It give a flash of hot flame which ignite the propellant charge. It means प्राइमर एक मीडियम है प्रोपेलेंट चार्ज को इग्नाइट करने के लिए, जो कि फ्रिक्शन सेंसिटिव होता है. जैसे ही फायरिंग पिन परकशन कैप पर स्ट्राइक करता है तो फ्रिक्शन एनर्जी के कारण वो एक्सप्लोड होता है एंड इट इग्नाइट द फर्दर प्रोपेलेंट चार्ज. Okay. So, example of primer is mercury fulminate, lead azide, lead strip net. Okay. There are basically two type of primer, that is rim fire primer and center fire primer. As we can see in figure, that is rim fire primer is first one, small one, and second one is center fire primer. In case of rim fire primer, there is a mixture which are around the entire circumference of the rim. Like in short cartridge, mixture is placed entire the rim, and in case of center fire cartridge, there is a cap in the middle of base of the cartridge case, and which consists the primer. So next is propellant charge or a main charge. What is propellant charge? So we can simply say that a propellant charge is the solid explosive material which is generally used to propel out a bullet from the cartridge. Okay, there are three types of propellant charge, that is black powder, semi smokeless powder and smokeless powder. ब्लैक पाउडर जो कि पुराने समय में हम बोले तो 1842 से पहले 1842 से पहले इसका यूज ज़्यादा होता था। इसका कंपोजिशन पोटासियम नाइट्रेट, चारकोल एंड सल्फर, 75:15:10 रेशियो, राइट। सेकेंड वन इज सेमी स्मोकलेस पाउडर. It consists black powder and nitrogenous base. That nitrogenous base can be a nitrocellulose or a nitroglycerin. The ratio may be vary according to demand and performance. And third one is smokeless powder. It may be a single base or a double base. Single base means it either contain nitrocellulose or nitroglycerin, while in double base it contain both nitrocellulose and nitroglycerin in some ratio. Okay. So now we will understand the firing mechanism of the fire. Means क्या क्या मैकेनिज्म होता है किसी एक बुलेट को फायर करने से पहले, ठीक है। तो द फायरिंग मैकेनिज्म इज इनिशिएटेड एट द पॉइंट व्हेन फायरआर्म इज कॉक्ड एंड बियरिंग अ लाइव कार्ट्रिज इन इट्स चेंबर and fire is and trigger is pressed. The processing of trigger release the hammer and hammer hits the firing pin in action block of the firearm, where a flash is produced by the primary charge held inside the percussion cap, which in turn initiate the burning of the propellant charge and result in the production of large amount of heat, gases and energy under the high pressure that propel out the projectile from the cartridge case and provide the high velocity to the projectile. Firing mechanism is not over till the projectile leaves the muzzle and empty cartridge is projected out. We can simply understand it by a block diagram. That is, first step is trigger operation. It means सबसे पहले हम ट्रिगर को प्रेस करते हैं। जैसे ही हम ट्रिगर को प्रेस करते हैं ये रिलीज करता है हैमर जो कि फायरआर्म में होता है। दैट हैमर हिट्स द फायरिंग पिन एंड फायरिंग पिन स्ट्राइक्स द परकशन कैप वेयर देयर इज अ प्राइमर मिक्सचर इज प्लेस्ड। आफ्टर स्ट्राइक्स ऑफ फायरिंग पिन इट एक्सप्लोड एंड ड्यू टू एक्सप्लोड इट रिलीज अ फायर एयर फ्लेम एंड दैट फ्लेम is enough to ignite the propellant charge, and propellant charge will generate the heavy amount of gas and pressure, right, and that gas and pressure is responsible for ejection of the bullet from the cartridge case. So simple, right? So now we will understand the identification and individualization of firearm. So we will talk about some basic principles which works behind the identification and individualization of firearm. Basically there are two principles, that is law of exchange and law of individuality. Law of exchange states that when two objects comes in contact there is an exchange of some traces between them. And second one is law of individuality. It means in this world no two object can be exactly alike. Means इस पूरे वर्ल्ड में दो ऑब्जेक्ट कभी भी सेम एग्जैक्ट नहीं हो सकते। अगर हम फायरआर्म की बात करें, इन केस ऑफ फायरआर्म नो टू फायरआर्म इवन दोज ऑफ सेम मेक एंड मॉडल will produce the same unique marks on the fired bullet and cartridge case. Manufacturing process and abuse leaves surface characteristic within the firearm that cannot be exactly produced in other firearm. It means यदि दो फायरआर्म सेम मॉडल के हो और सेम वक्त पे बना हो फिर भी जो फायरिंग मैकेनिज्म के टाइम वेरियस टाइप के मार्क्स आते हैं और दोनों सेम मार्क्स कभी भी प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते हैं। रीजन, ड्यू टू सम वेरिएशन इन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस, ड्यू टू यूज ऑफ and handling of that both firearm. Okay, all cases that involve firearm identification start with the preliminary examination of evidence for the similar class characteristics and the different individual characteristics. So first of all we should understand the what is class characteristic and what is different individual characteristics. हम इसे एक छोटे से एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं। सपोज यू आर द स्टूडेंट ऑफ बैचलर ऑफ फोरेंसिक साइंस फर्स्ट ईयर, दैट फर्स्ट ईयर इज क्लास कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फॉर यू ऑल, राइट? एंड इफ आई एम टेकिंग अ पर्टिकुलर नेम, then that is the individual characteristic of that student whom I am taking the name, right? And if two students have same name, then again that name become the class characteristic for that both student. In this case his or her surname will be the individual characteristic. Clear? So in case of firearm, class, we can simply understand class characteristic is the common characteristic which is common for the particular group or a family of the item. In case of firearm, it includes the bore diameter of the firearm, the angle of twist of law and groups, direction of twist, width of groups and lengths, and number of the lengths and groups. We can see in this image the different direction of the twist, that is left or right. We can also see a different number of the length and groups. Okay. So again next is individual characteristics. These are the finer imperfection of the indentation produced by the firearm. These help us to find a specific firearm. This information due to the manufacturing, age of the weapon and corrosion of the weapon. There are some impression, that is individual impression, which produced during the firing mechanism, which helps in the identification and individualization of the firearm. These impressions are firing pin marks, breech face marks, chamber marks, extraction mark, right? We will see one by one. Then what is firing marks? Simply a firing marks is the marks when firing pin strikes the cartridge on the percussion cap and imprints its marks. Okay? You can see in this picture the center portion is the firing pin marks, which is observed under the comparison microscope, right? And next is the breech face marks. What is breech face marks? Breech face marks is the surface of action block. The surface of the action block surrounding the firing pin is called breech face. On firing, gas pushes the cartridge case violently against the breech face and imprints its negative profile on the cartridge case. Means जब प्रेशर क्रिएट होता चेंबर में और जब बुलेट बाहर निकलती है तो ड्यू टू न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ कार्ट्रिज केस बैकवर्ड पुश होता है और वो जाकर के ब्रिज फेस पर जाकर के टकराता है एंड दैट प्रिंट्स ऑफ ब्रिज मार्क्स कम्स ऑन द बेस ऑफ द कार्ट्रिज केस. नेक्स्ट इज चेंबर मार्क्स. सम डिफेक्ट or some deposit in the chamber imprints its negative profile on the tubular portion of the cartridge case when it develop percussion or when it develop pressure on the firing. It means जब फायरिंग के दौरान प्रेशर क्रिएट होता है तो चेंबर में जो भी डिफेक्ट्स या डिपॉजिट्स होते हैं वो सारी इम्प्रिंट्स कार्ट्रिज के ट्यूबुलर पोर्शन पे मीन्स बाहर वाले जो भी सरफेस है उस सरफेस पे इम्प्रिंट्स हो जाते हैं. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज एक्सट्रैक्शन मार्क. दैट इज अनदर एक्शन मार्क usually found in the striated form, means straight form में, and those created by the extractor of most auto loading firearms. The extractor is a small part, sometimes resembling to the hook, that is used to remove the cartridge or cartridge case from the chamber of the firearm. Means cartridge case जो फायर हो चुका होता है उसको निकालने के लिए जो एक्सट्रैक्ट हुक होता है, जब उसे इस्तेमाल किया जाता है तो उसका मार्क्स जो है कार्ट्रिज केस के रिम पर आ जाता है. दैट इज ऑल्सो हेल्पफुल इन द आइडेंटिफिकेशन एंड इंडिविजुअलाइजेशन ऑफ द फायरआर्म. ओके, थैंक यू.